And I'm live. AT&T be good to me. Good morning, everybody. MacBean Scottish Fitness here. Getting ready to cook up some breakfast and some nutrition. Start out the day right. I have been up for a while. It's kind of my second breakfast. Let me cut down here. Got a few things here. Perfect. So thanks for stopping in. Make sure to hit the thumbs up. Let me see. Gauge your audience. Start a poll. How important is nutrition? What is everything? All right. So let's roll in. So Prep Cowboy. Morning, Beaverines. That's right. John, I was just listening to John. He's still going on, but I had to start mine here. I listened to John on that, and he said he's starting to see Beaverines everywhere, which is pretty cool. So, getting ready to cook breakfast. First thing I'll start off with is get the burners lit. Now, I do have a new stove, and the power burners are far stronger than what the other ones were. Well, it makes. And so this is the main power burner here, which I haven't even really used yet. I guess this would be for pasta. Bring water up to boil real fast. It's probably 50% stronger than what I had before. This is the regular power burner, which is stronger than my original one, probably 20%. The standard burner is what I'm using most of the time, and even the simmer burner. When I make rice, I use a simmer burner. This so I can bring it up nice and slow and get all that nice slow cook. The house I keep at a low temperature. Right now I've got it, the thermostat set at 64. So I've got some forms of secondary heat. So the one thing is, and this kind of goes with my farms and prepping channel too, is the Yuko candelier. So it comes with 3 candles. They're a little bit taller, about that one. They're 9-hour candles, and they're spring loaded. They're constantly getting pushed up there. You don't have to worry about it burning down too low. Used to be able to pick these up for about $35 all day long. They have increased in price, but every now and then, if you do watch it, you can pick them up for $40. So I have a few of those. I just got one going on for heat. They're supposed to put out 5,000 BTUs. I don't know if it's 5,000 BTUs, but if you have a couple of these in a small room like a bathroom, they will actually keep the bathroom warm. So these are really for emergencies, or in my case, I use it for secondary heat when it gets extremely cold out, which we got some cold weather coming. This is kind of help along with the furnace, so I don't burn as much propane. Also, tea lights. These are very versatile. You can cook with them. You can provide light with them. They provide a little bit of heat. So even though I got 3 candles on each, this one definitely is probably producing more. So if they're saying 5,000, I'm going to say 2,000 BTUs. I'll say this is probably about 1,000. But it is putting heat out into the kitchen until, of course, I open the door and let the cat in. The first thing we're going to start off with is bacon. Why? Because bacon is the best. Now, I get my bacon at the local Hy-Vee, and this is the bourbon brown sugar bacon. This is really good stuff. And basically, bacon is my base for my cooking. I use the grease to do the frying. I got some potatoes I'm going to fry up. If I want to, I can add an onion. Those add different minerals and vitamins to your diet. Not so much the calories when you're looking at like onion or green pepper, but the minerals that you're picking up from it. So I was in the gym yesterday for a big bench day. And today is more of it's a semi-rest day. Later on, I will go for my walk about the farm and burn some calories that way. And then I will probably go into town to cats having a good old time. Probably go to town to the gym and do arms. And arms I kind of consider kind of a light day also. I'll do more reps than anything else. So I got a couple potatoes. I got my eggs. So how important is nutrition? Well, so far, everybody understands it's everything. So if you are trying to get in shape, if you're trying to improve yourself somewhat physically, whether it's to get stronger, whether it's to increase your endurance, tone up, limber up, all those things, nothing will accomplish with a bad diet. So what is a bad diet? Bad diet consists of a few things. All right. It's 12 o'clock and what'd you have for breakfast? Oh, I had coffee. Okay, you did not have breakfast. You had a stimulant that maybe kicked up your metabolism, but you did not have breakfast. You did not provide your body with any clean energy to do anything. So if you worked out the day before and coffee was your breakfast, well, your body is now looking for protein. And if you don't have the protein, it can't do the healing up. Good morning, Randy. So where's my breakfast? I'm cooking it. And I'm also getting in the holiday spirit. So the wife can no longer say, I'm Scrooge. I am Santa Claus. So I had to let the beard grow. This is the thickest I have let the beard go in a very long time. Actually, I believe this is a record. And while I'm cooking, I'm also trying to catch up on the dishes. The dishes are a very strange thing. It's just phenomenal. I don't understand it. I maybe get one dish dirty, maybe 2 cups and a glass, fork, a spoon, and a knife. And I will wash 5 or 6 plates, a couple bowls, 4 or 5 glasses, 15 pieces of silverware. And when I come home, there's even more dishes in the sink. I don't know how this happens. It's a mystery. Here we go. Good to see you. So, one of the mysteries I don't know how to solve yet. But I'll keep working at it. So I got a couple potatoes. Potatoes are going to be vitamin D. They're going to have carbs, which are extremely important. Also, let's not forget, we got another one out there somewhere too. My sponsor at Cutco Knives, Lucky O'Day. Please do visit him. Maybe buy some knives from him. I like his knife ware. They stay sharp. They really do a good job. I mean, some of these cut right through meat like it's not even there. I liked it so much that last time I seen him, I bought some. So potatoes. Unfortunately, these are not the ones that came out of my garden. They're the same type. I had eaten all of those. And so next year I will plant probably twice as many. So what I did I 5 grow bags, 30-gallon grow bags that I got from Amazon with potatoes. So next year I think I'll do 10 grow bags. They did very well for the potatoes. They did well for the tomatoes. and the green peppers. The only thing that really didn't do well was zucchini. The zucchini plant requires more soil than what a 30-gallon can provide. So I basically said, okay, those I will do straight in the ground. I won't do the zucchini, the big plants in the grow bag, but I will do peppers. I will do tomatoes, potatoes. I probably also will do some other plants that generally I wouldn't do in a grow bag, but I'm probably going to get some smaller grow bags for that. I'm thinking like beets. Beets are a great source of sugar, natural sugars. Cleaner sugars are better for you. So nutrition is very important. So nutrition is not only what you eat, but when you eat it. So important meals of the day, breakfast. Most important meal of the day. I don't care what you say, it is the most important meal. I am probably going to have to shut that down. There we go. I was thinking about running that during the live stream, and now I realize that's probably a bad idea. So, most important meal of the day is breakfast. After that, the meal that you have after you work out. So after you do a physical activity of 30 minutes or longer, within about an hour, you want to get about at least 20 to 30 grams of protein in and at least a couple hundred calories of clean carbs. What that's going to do for you is it's going to give you the energy to utilize that protein to heal any of the muscles that you have stressed. So when I lift heavy, I am tearing muscle. All right, and then when the muscle repairs, that's how you get stronger. You have to tear muscle to get stronger. If you don't eat properly, then your body will get that protein from itself. So literally your body will cannibalize its own muscle. So it will take healthy muscle and cannibalize it to repair the torn muscle. That's why it is very important to have a good diet. All right. And it's what you eat. So if you like ice cream, have ice cream during the day. Don't have it at night before you go to bed. You have it at night, then you go to bed, it's got only one place to go, and that's fat. It's going there, ain't nothing gonna stop it. That's what it's doing. If you have it early in the day, it will actually kick your metabolism up. My cat's playing with a briquette of charcoal. It's funny what she finds for toys. Now she's trying to be cute to get in. Let me in, Daddy. So, she heard me. There you are. Hi, Binks. How you doing? Yeah, I see you. If this worm pops in, we'll show you off. Let's see what we got going here. Why are we burning all the candles? So, I'm showing those as I use these as a secondary source of heat. So right now it's just for demonstration purposes because it's only, it's not really cold. It's about 40 degrees outside. But I actually use this to supplement the heat in the house, especially in small rooms. So you got the Yuko candle. Now John had shown that single spring-loaded one that he had got from the battle box. Rudy had demoed this twice on 2 of his videos. Rudy at the Last Good Prepper. He actually, where he holds his live streams from, is a room probably about this size. And with 3 of these, I think first he started with 2, then he had a third one. Even though it was like 5 degrees outside, he was able to maintain about 55 degrees in there with just these providing the heat. So I have 4 of these. And what it would be is if we lose heat, and I don't want to fire up the generator because I do have a generator. I got fresh gas in the generator. I can heat up the bathroom with this easy. I can probably also heat up our bedroom, not too poorly, but with 4 of them, I can heat up the bedroom. On the tea lights, I will put these on plates, I got these glass plates about that big. Here, let me go and get one. So I always check out the clearance aisle. When I do go to Walmart, and they had these plates for 39 cents. So I utilize these in the living room. I can put 8 of those candles there, and a couple of those plates of candles when say it's like 5 degrees outside. I can actually use this for secondary heat. I can produce with these candles, and I got these on clearance. I got the candles themselves. I was getting 100 for $2. So 20 cents a candle. These will burn for about 4 hours, and they actually put out a good amount of heat. All right. By now, too, I could boil water with these. It'd take a while, but I could do it. But this is to supplement the heat to the house. Propane's expensive. This is also to heat smaller rooms. So you can actually, I can keep the bathroom with this and maybe 4 or 5 candles. I can keep the bathroom because the bathroom is inside of an insulated house. So it's doubly insulated. And I keep the bathroom in the 60 degrees without having to utilize the furnace. So that's what it has. I just wanted to demonstrate these. Rudy, like I said, had done. And if you don't follow Rudy at Alaska Prepper, I highly suggest you do. He's got a very great show. So I picked these up, and then they got expensive. I mean, they were 35 to 40 bucks, and then all of a sudden they were 50 bucks, 60 bucks. So I waited until they came back down to 40 bucks, and I picked up a few more, knowing that that price point is probably going to disappear. For those of you who are just on Prepper Nation and seeing that the new numbers come out saying it's only 7.1% inflation year over year, I'm going to call bullshit on it. All right. I went to the grocery store yesterday, and it was not 7%. All right. Last year, when I was complaining about the price of butter, I could at least pick butter for, $5 on sale, $4.99. All right, they're now for $6.99. So that's 50 to 60% increase. That's not 7%. Milk not so bad, but eggs are $3.99. This $3.99 on sale. All right, $4.29 on sale. I can get them from the neighbor when he has them for $3 a dozen. But you used to be able to buy these for $1.29. Even the jumbos you get for $1.29 a dozen on sale almost any time. So it's not 7%. Stop lying to us. Housing has went up. I think your housing is now 7% loans where it used to be 3%. So there's a lot of really, misinformation, I'll call it. I also want to say it's a straight out lie, but that's what the candles are going for, Randy, is it's kind of demonstrating that you can provide some heat. I'm sitting here with only a tank top shirt on. Now, generally, I have a sweatshirt on. Like I said, the thermostat's only set at 64. That's as high as I set my thermostat. Wife comes home, she might kick it to 66, but it doesn't go anything above that. So generally, I will have a sweatshirt on to keep myself warm. If it gets any colder than that, I'll throw some sweatpants on. Generally, I don't try to increase the temperature of the house itself. And then I can always pop these on and help kind of warm things up. Yep. And put one under a clay pot, it'll produce heat even better. And I know that. I need to go get some clay pots. Because you're right. I get one of the bigger ones, I could probably place 3 of them under there, and they'd probably do a lot better job. So this is kind of like the prepping part of my channel for MacBean's Farms and Prepping, which I know you guys follow both of them. I heard some people want me to do more cooking videos, so hey, here they are. Where's the crowd? I don't know if John's still streaming. He was on a roll, and sometimes when he gets on a roll, he will keep going. Yep, sounds like he's still going. So maybe it'll get better after he gets done. And Rudy had popped on his channel and a very generous donation. He's a great guy. Does a lot of stuff for the community. Right now, we're doing a food drive for the church, which we do this time every year. A lot of times I'll go to the grocery store and I'll see what's on sale in canned foods, and I'll pick up a bunch of canned foods to donate for her class for her second grade. They always try to have some sort of contest who's going to donate more. And I think one of the parents has kids there, actually owns a grocery store, so that grade, whatever a kid's grades in is when it tends to win. But we're going to make an attempt at it. First of all, I'll go to my preps, so anything that's getting close to the Best Buy dates, or even surpass them, I will donate. If it's something that I'm not really eating, sometimes I'll pick up a different brand name of something, and I realize that it's okay for me to eat, but the wife's not so much of a fan, so then, okay, so if she don't like Kingsford canned chili, I'll donate it. But I'll go to Walmart, and I'll probably buy $100 worth of canned food and donate to her class. And try to help out the community, which I think is going to be more needed this year than ever before. Thanks for joining in, everybody. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. Go ahead and say hi. Let us know that you're in here and that. If you have any questions about nutrition, please ask. I will answer to the best of my ability. Another part of nutrition is vitamins. So the first thing I do is I take a multivitamin, I call it my shotgun blast. Let's try to catch everything. And then during the winter, because I'm not outside in the sunlight as much, I take D3. Sarah, welcome. Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping in. So D3 is one of the ones that are very important for immunity, and this should have been talked about by FOSSI and the World Health Organization. It was not. I don't know why. Now, you don't want to overtake this. This one here is about 1,000 units. You don't want to really take any more than 3,000 to 5,000. Generally, during the summer, when I'm out doing my hikes and that, I don't even need to take this because your body will produce this 15 to 20 minutes of direct sunlight with exposed skin, and your body will produce all it needs. The next big fighter is going to be vitamin C. Well, thank you. It's not mine, of course. It's Mrs. Scottish Fitness at the core. But and we try. So vitamin C is the next one. All right, vitamin C helps with your immunity system, also for muscle and tissue repair. Very important. One thing about vitamin C is your body cannot store it. It is water soluble, so it does go through the system in a fairly short period of time. So this is something I take twice a day. I take in the morning and I take in the evening. You can take as much as you want. Generally, no more than 2,000 units a day is plenty. Well, hi, Banks. Banks is going, hey, what about me? Next on there is a B complex. B complex is going to help with cholesterol, the B3 niacin. It's going to help with energy. It actually helps with mood too. So I take a B complex. And let's everybody say hi to Banks. Well, hi, Banks. Well, what's up? Well, I got to play Tasty Kitty. What's up, kitty, kitty, kitty? You going to beat me in my chair again? Are you going to beat me in my chair again? Yeah, you're getting smart. You're getting smart, aren't you? So this is my feral cat for 6 years. That is now my buddy. But she thinks she's a house cat. And she's not. Mom is allergic to cats. So I can bring her in here every now and then and give her some loving. And she loves loving. She was in my lap for about 10 minutes earlier today. And then she kind of knows when I'm not going to let her stay. So she kind of runs a little bit, but she's a good kitty and she's an excellent mouser. So say hi, Binks. Say hello to everybody. So for 6 years, a cat wouldn't come anywhere near me. Now she wants to be always by me. She doesn't like it when I put her out. It's almost like the opening is old Flintstones. When Fred puts Dino out, and then Dino puts him out. So, let me flip the bacon. So the bacon I cook on a low temperature. I kind of slow cook it. It does help make it a little bit, you don't get that burnt taste. So next on your immunity fighters is going to be zinc. So zinc is very powerful for your immune system. D, C, and zinc are definitely, Twixie Pixie, how you doing? Are definitely important. We're fighting the cold and flu. And then iron is the one you gotta be careful about. Most of your multivitamins do not have iron in there, but almost 60% of the population suffers from iron deficiency. You gotta be careful with this. You don't overtake it. So iron I take about once a week. All right, I am getting a lot of it from my foods. About once a week, I will pop iron. Helps with your blood ability to make blood. Another good antioxidant is vitamin E. This is also my multivitamin. I know that. And iron you want to take with vitamin C. Vitamin C allows your body to absorb iron more efficiently. Same thing with vitamin K. Vitamin K, usually if you're going to buy it, it's going to include vitamin D3 because vitamin K absorbs better in your body with the presence of vitamin D. And the vitamin K is something I take on a maybe every other day. And then magnesium. Magnesium is very important. Over 600 chemical reactions your body requires magnesium. There is a supplement out there for people who are in fitness, and that's called ZMA. And what it is, it's zinc magnesium anhydrous. And you can buy it like that, or you can buy the two separately. Probably save you a little bit more. I appreciate everybody in here. I got the potatoes all chopped up, ready to go. I got my line of vitamins. Now, vitamins you want to take with food. Taking with food is going to make it go through the system slower. So it'll get absorbed more efficiently. And if you take them on an empty stomach, unless you got a stomach like mine, I basically, the stomach's pretty tough, but it can cause the stomach aches if you don't. So you want to make sure that you take it with food to slow the path through the system so it gets absorbed. Remember, vitamin C, I take in the morning and I take in the evening. Vitamin C is going to be great for muscle repair. I had an injury back in 2019 that I healed within about 3 weeks. And everybody was amazed. And my daughter, the next one that popped it up, said, Dad, probably because you take so much vitamin C and other vitamins and minerals is why your body heals so quickly. So, once again, nutrition is not what you eat, it's when you eat it. Breakfast is going to be high in carbs and protein, as it should be. Lunch can vary. Soup's great for lunch. Sandwiches are easier to make. As long as you're buying it from the grocery store and you're preparing it here, it's going to be better for you. The worst lunch you can have is when you go to a McDonald's or a Taco Bell or whatever. The nutrition in that food is just not very good. I got a coworker, he's a nice young man, and he's starting out to get in shape. But at work, he goes to the vending machine, and it's usually some sort of bag of chips and some sort of oatmeal cookie or whatever with cream in that. And I told him, I said, you can't work out a bad diet. Can't diet 7 days a week either. So I told him what I did is while I was at work, I brought healthy foods in. Hopefully he's going to start doing that. And it takes time and effort to do that, you know. So I told him that when I shredded down 1 year, I lost 30 pounds in about 4 months. I brought a big tub of vegetables in and a couple cans of tuna. And that's what I had when I was at work. Now, on my days off, ate whatever I wanted. Because if you're trying to diet 7 days a week, you'll be good for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and then you'll fall off it completely. So you don't want to do that. And close. Where bacon will be done, then I'll add the potatoes, then put the magical seasonings, which is basically salt and pepper. And then once they get cooked, I'll throw a couple eggs over it. Eggs are going to produce, so even here on it, you know, these are jumbo, 8 grams of protein per egg and 90 calories. With the smaller ones, they also got omega-3 fatty acids. That's an excellent source of vitamin E. And with your regular size eggs, it's going to be 6 grams of protein. I don't think they listed it on here, but I know that's what it is. And about 80 calories, but they're clean calories. So they're really the incredible edible egg. Eggs are great for you. You know, when I look at who's telling you not to eat eggs, and I look at them and going, yeah, that's not the person I'm going to listen to. So I eat eggs, I drink milk. Bacon is what I cook in. Bacon grease is not the healthiest thing. What would be healthier would be olive oil, which I do cook a lot in. Coconut oil would be healthier. But bacon grease is better than your seed oils. It's better than your vegetable oil. It's better than your canola oil. It's better than your sun oil for you. So, yep, it ain't breakfast without eggs. I agree, Randy. I definitely agree. So now let's pull the bacon out. And I kind of let it drain into a napkin. And we will put the potatoes in there. Now, if I don't think I got enough grease in there from the bacon, sometimes I have some spare bacon grease in there, or I just throw a little tab of Crisco in there. Now, Crisco is a vegetable oil, but it is the process is a little bit healthier. Just a little bit, not a lot. But sometimes I'm going to add that in there, just so I don't think I have enough in there to get everything fried. I got a full pantry here. I got another pantry shelf here. And I'm well set just about everywhere else. So kind of the comparison of an egg. So here's your standard egg and your jumbo. All right. A lot of times the jumbo will have a double yolk in it, especially if I'm getting it from the neighbors. I got a buddy who's, some of his chickens will lay what I call a triple jumbo. They're probably about 10 grams of protein per egg. Yes, bacon grease makes everything taste better. I agree. That's why I do a lot of cooking with that. And now that we had a new shelf that we purchased, the one that was there, I have now moved over there. And we had to because of the KitchenAid mixer that I had got from Costco. I've always wanted one of those. Now I finally have one. It's a regular $550. eBay had it on sale for $3.99. I told the wife to order it. She did. They canceled her order for some reason. All of a sudden, Costco had it for $2.99. I'm like, that's a no-brainer. So I ordered it and it got delivered like 3 days later. So now let's get the spices in there. So fresh ground pepper. I bought this. It was our 1 year anniversary up in Galena, Illinois. The shop said, we expect you to purchase while you're in the shop. So I bought that, and I bought a set of tongs, which I still have. And that was almost 30 years ago. So it was a good purchase. So let's mix this around. I'm doing to making sure the potato cubes get kind of coated. And I'll kick the heat up a little bit. So I was at low heat. I'll pick it up to medium heat. Trying to deal with my dishes at the same time. And multitasking. I got probably twice as many lids as I got Tupperware. How many people have Angel? Jumbo too, yep. Yep, the pointy eggs, yes. The ones that were the chicken was just as squawking. Got the double yolks. Hopefully my neighbor chickens will get big enough to start laying eggs. I think I got to drop some money off for the last 4 dozen I got and see if she has some more. Definitely the fresh eggs are much better. Chief Prepper, hey, thanks for coming in. So we're cooking breakfast. Cooked me up the bacon already. I'm using the bacon grease to cook the potatoes. So the potatoes I have cubed up and got in the pan. I seasoned them with just sea salt and ground pepper. During the summer, when my garden is in full swing, I'll throw green peppers in there, maybe even a jalapeno pepper in there for a little bite. Whatever else is popping out of the ground. I can throw onions in there too. Wife really likes the onions in it. I'm not really too much on it. But sometimes I'll just do that just because I have the onions available, and it's going to make for. Matter of fact, I got the onion probably needs to get used up. So you always put the onion in later because it will cook up faster. So I'm only going to use a bit of that, and I'll rewrap it, put it back in the fridge. So I'll add that in a little bit later. And also remember, for milk, I drink Fairlife milk. It has half the sugar. It has 50% more protein than regular milk. I remember a commercial being out there for almond milk. I'm not a fan of it. If you are, that's great. But almond milk only has 1 gram of protein for 8 ounces. In comparison, regular milk has 8 grams of protein for 8 ounces. Fairlife has 13 grams for 8 ounces. And that's why I do the Fairlife. One person goes, it's more expensive. Well, not so much, because remember, it has 50% more nutrition than regular milk. So, yes, granted, a half gallon costs the same much as a gallon, but you're getting a 3/4 of a gallon's worth of nutrition out of it. Hey, Christopher, good morning. Thanks for popping in. Now, burning the onion. I don't know what you're trying to talk about. I don't burn the onion. And if the grill ain't flaring up, you ain't cooking it right. Randy, thanks for the comment on the geese flying the wrong way. I learned something. So I did Google that, because remember, always verify your information. Canadian geese do migrate from Canada, but here in the Midwest, they tend to stay around here. Is kind of, I guess, where they migrate to. So yes, they were probably heading for a body of water. So I have learned something new that I didn't know before. I appreciate you sharing that information. What else? Let's kind of get the milk out. So there's the Fairlife. So it has 13 grams of protein versus 8, 150 calories. On sugar versus sugar. Total sugars only has 6 grams per serving, where regular milk would have about 12 grams. All year round. Yeah, there you go. I had them, one year I had them fly in my pond every now and then, but it's very often. They don't live here. They probably live in Mud Creek. But I didn't see many geese this year. I see more ducks. Then every now and then I'll get one of those big blue herons. Those great blue herons will come into the pond, and I chase them out because they can eat you, eat up a bunch of your bluegill real fast. So even though here the thermostat's only set at 64, with me cooking with these 2 ovens here with my movement, I'm actually quite warm. Usually I would have to have a sweatshirt on, but I don't like to have a sweatshirt on when I'm cooking, because I don't want the sleeves catching fire, or if I'm doing dishes, I don't want them to get wet. So that's going to take a while to get it to cook right, but it kick up the heat to medium heat. On the bacon, I cook it mostly at a low heat, especially on that burner. Like I said, the big power burner, I don't use at all. I'll do a little question and answer here. I'll get up here where I can read better. I can't read from back there. There's a sale on beef and eggs stocking up. There you go. Yeah, stock up now, because I tell you, it's going to get harder. I did find out there's a bison farm not too far from here. So I'm going to go and buy some bison meat off them. Yeah, that's really good meat. Mom had abandoned an egg. There you go. I did it with a robin one time. It got blown out of the nest during a storm and I raised it. Thing would be on my shoulder all the time. Probably every time I got to fly, it would crap. So I went through a lot of T-shirts. 99 cents a pound. Wow. That's a really good price. I haven't really seen many good prices on chicken lately. Usually when I get it at 99 cents a pound, I'll buy a bunch of it and then, put a bunch of it away. I got the KitchenAid blender now, so the next purchase will be a pressure cooker, so I can start canning some meats. Right now, I'm buying the canned meats, but they're getting pricey. Yeah, so I need to get a pressure cooker so I can start canning meats. Right now, I'm using my glassware to store sugar and flour, and beans and rice. So, like I said, I've got 10 pounds of flour in the freezer. I leave them there for a week or so, and then when I get the gumption, I will can it and throw an oxygen absorber in there, and I know they're good for 10 years. We do use a lot of flour. I break chicken. I make my own bread. When I really want to, I don't have food sealer. I'll have to get that next. But pressure canner is next on the list. Generally, the other stuff I eat pretty quickly. I really do like the new stove. It's a Samsung. Same as our fridge. It's a gas convection. And we had hamburger soup the other night and cornbread. And the cornbread actually was much taller than usual. Now, sometimes the wife complained it because it's went past the best by date. We've had that where the cornbread didn't rise very much. Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe if I sprinkle some yeast in there, that would take care of it. I don't know. But it was good. So the wife thinks that it even cooks a little bit better. Check Marketplace. Great resource for stuff like canners, food savers, etc. I will. I'll do that. But right now we're in a position where Christmas is coming. Gotta get presents. Don't have to get a lot, but I have to get some presents. And then also I'm trying to pay off some of my bills to get ahead of it because come March is the contract time at work. So depending on how it goes, I may or may not be, getting a full paycheck. Nice thing about being in a union, if they do go on strike, I still get money, just not a lot, and I'll probably look for a part-time job. Let me sit there. Would you like fries with that? Because they'll pay you $15 an hour to be that dumb. But at least in the union, I still have my health insurance and all that good stuff. So, remember, nutrition, breakfast, most important meal of the day. Don't eat anything high in sugar before you go to bed. Right? You want that ice cream bar? You want that bowl of ice cream? You want that apple pie? Absolutely. Try to make sure you have it before like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Otherwise, you're going to go to sleep, and it's just got nowhere to go but go in those fat cells. It has to do it. I've got nowhere else to go. Let me get over there. All right. You want breakfast to get energy for your workout. You know, people go, I go to the gym at 4 in the morning. I don't know how you do it. I salute you guys. I need calories. Otherwise, I'm not getting much of a workout. If I don't have calories to burn, and I mean fresh calories, that workout's not happening. Yesterday, I had a good workout. I didn't go as heavy, but I worked out longer. I got to the gym. I didn't start the last gym, I think, until like 9:30, but I was at the gym at 9 o'clock. So 3 hours now talking than the vigorous workout I should have been doing, but I got a really good set of flat bench in, I got a really good set of incline, and I got a really good set of butterflies, presses in. So that worked out well. I'm going to go to the gym today, and I'll probably do, triceps and biceps. And then Wednesday, I should be back into the gym in streeter or legs and shoulders. That's what I like to do on Wednesday. Now that I've had my competition this year and kind of got that back into my blood, I want to step up the commitment, probably another 50%. So I do have a touch and go meet. I believe it's January 7th, which I'm going to do at Route 29 Fitness. It's a nice place down in Athens, Illinois, by Springfield. Really good gym from that area. I highly recommend it. Really good people there. It's a fun event, and hopefully Terry Cox will join me there. He's another power lifter, one of the elites, well known. Like I said, it's not a sanctioned meet, but it's an enjoyable one. It's like, ooh, look at that heat. So, I mean, literally, door closed and that. And I'm probably one of the things I'll buy, like a digital thermometer so I can, put it in different areas of the room and see what the temperature is. So I can see what the temperature is here compared to the living room, compared to the hallway. But my guesstimate is probably kicked it up about 2 degrees. Don't expect to kick it out a lot. It is a kitchen, and it does have openings, but the openings are smaller. And I really, one of these days, I'd like to put some extra doors in, just for security purposes. So now that I got those going pretty well, it's time to put the onions in there. Because they will cook a lot faster. I'll sprinkle more of the secret Scottish spices. And basically sea salt and brown pepper. That can give you an idea what the concoction is looking like. Smells good in the neighborhood. heat a little bit, so it doesn't need to be as hot. A lot of times they'll do is they'll just break up the bacon in there. So the eggs, I'm going to use the eggs as kind of like a glue to hold the food together. And then a lot of times I will use my A1 steak sauce over the whole thing for flavor. And then I still have some peppers. I brought the pepper plants in. And hopefully they will survive the winter. So then I can just put them back into the grow bags. And generally the second year I do that, I get huge crops off them. Now I had planted a hotter type of pepper this last year, only because I had the seeds. So I did that, but I'm not replanting those. Those were too hot. There we go. So let me catch up here. I have endless canned meat. Next is making broth. I know I've seen some of you're always canning stuff. That's great. Is it just me? No friends, no family, so I can just prep. So my family's scattered far and wide. We still talk, but I do have one brother that's within driving distance here. But, we see each other maybe once a year, just choice. My kids are scattered. We try to see them as often as possible. Basically, our vacation will be going to see one of the kids, which is exactly the way I want it. Now I got that in there, it's time to pop some eggs in there. And of course, I do keep the egg shells and coffee grounds, and then they go into the garden. So, remember, that looks like I'm going to get some extra calcium. So there's a double yolk one. So there's about 22 grams of protein in just eggs. So I popped 3 in there. I get about another 3 grams with potatoes. So there's 25, another 3 grams of bacon. There's 28. The milk will give me another 20 or so grams of protein. Generally, your body can only deal with about 30 to 50 grams per meal. So that's why you want to, when you're working out to build strength and muscle, you need to eat more than 3 meals. 3 meals will not do it. It won't give you enough calories, and you won't get the results that you want. So for me to get results, I have to have a proper diet. And then you try to dial it in. Am I getting enough of nutrition? Great. Am I getting too much? Am I getting too much? I start gaining weight. Gaining weight means I have to go up a weight class in my competition. And granted that the upper echelon of lifts in both the 242 and 275 are about the same weight. A lot of these federations, the 242 records are well within my realm to break. The 275 ones, I was doing that last year, so now I'm working against my own records. So this year I'm going to try to compete mostly at 242. That is my goal. Well, I hear you, kitty cat, but you've already been in. You're good. You've been fed. You've been given water. Been given loving. Well, kitty cat thinks that all I need to do all day is just give her attention. He doesn't understand. I got everything to do. And I do. So there is the presentation. I had a good breakfast. And then for added flavor, A1 steak sauce. And it's funny to call it steak sauce. I never put this on steak. I put it on eggs, maybe a hamburger. If I have to put it on steak, two things have happened. You cooked it wrong, or it was just a poor piece of meat to begin with. Good steak should never, 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 ever need A1. We were, place I was working for, they sent us down to Dallas, Texas for training. And I could not get a good steak there for life. Now, it might have been because I didn't want to go to a restaurant where I had to pay $100 for it. Well, we went to one, it was a $24 steak. And waitress came and like, how's everything going? You know, and the guy goes, well, I like some A1 steak sauce. He goes, well, okay. So she comes back and he goes, well, how's the steak? I said, well, I think he told you. Steak's not good. He just asked for steak sauce. He goes, oh, okay. And I said, well, two things have happened. Either the cook doesn't know how to cook it, and if you're Dallas, he should, or it was just bad meat to begin with. Oh, that's good. Well, Chief Prepper, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. And everybody have a Merry Christmas also. I'll stick around for a few more minutes if you got any more questions. Then after that, I'll eat in peace. As Cousin Eddie would say, that is good. I also carry vitamin C, zinc, and magnesium in my lunchbox. So when I'm at work on second shift, that's when I take it. I was eating good in the neighborhood. So everybody, thank you for joining in. Have a wonderful day. Remember, rest, nutrition, and proper exercise will sit there and make for a healthier and happier life. If you have any questions later on after I close the live stream, you can always put them in the comments. I do sit there and answer or look at all my comments. Oh, Arkman Wildman, good morning. Joining in. Just finished cooking. And now I'm eating breakfast, which consisted of potatoes, onions, bacon, and eggs. I know it's good stuff. Art Wildman's also another channel I try to catch all the time. Kind of let you know things that you can walk out in the woods and pick up off the ground and eat. And other things. He's made slings, he's made bows, all sorts of cool stuff. With that, I am going to sign off. All right. Merry Christmas if I don't see you guys again. But I should be live streaming before then. If you do want a Christmas card from MacBean Scottish Fitness, just email me at scottishfitness@gmail.com. And I'll send you one. I'd definitely be more than happy to send you a Christmas card. We need to take that to the garden. It's getting full. Under the scrutiny of Binks. And once again, everybody have a wonderful day.